Hey everyone. So, day one of training is complete, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time before day two to show you how to make an assignment in Kami. If I know we have a couple videos out there, but I wanted to show you a really quick one, one that can be done hopefully within about 10 minutes of you creating it, okay? Now, before I get started on that, I want to one more time kind of say why we chose Kami, and we really chose it for two reasons. The first reason is that it is a very robust program. You can do a lot of things with Kami, which means you can be imaginative and create things that no one else has really done before with Kami. And you can make it your own assignment in a way that just using a curriculum isn't going to do for you. And the second thing is, when you really think about a curriculum, when a district purchases a curriculum, they're purchasing the plans for what the teacher is going to be doing. And some of those curriculums are better than others, but no curriculum is going to be as good as what you, the teacher, the real heroes of the classroom, can do. And so Kami lets you be that digital classroom hero, so that you can be the hero in real life, I guess. So today I'm going to create a first grade math unit. So I have two things open. I have Kami from kamiapp.com, and I'm going to click sign in over here. And the second thing I have open is my Savas Realize. And I'm going to come down to the student edition practice, and it is the document, just the document. I don't want to add it to a playlist. Here's the document, and this is what I'm going to send to my students. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and download this, and it's going to pop it right here along the bottom. I actually downloaded it before, so we're going to have duplicates right here. And so I'm going to click over here and click on Open from Computer on my Kami app, and I'm going to open this document. And when it opens, I'm able to get started right away. So the first thing I want to do is come over here. I want to make a video that talks about this top section here, that introduces myself and does this top section. So I love using the screen capture because they've added to it recently, and I can record not just my screen, but I can record a video of me, my face, teaching that's included on that screen. So it's kind of like a double whammy, right? So I'm going to click on the screen recording, and I'm just going to put this screen recording right here on the top right. You can put it anywhere you want, but I'm going to put it on the top right. And as soon as I do that, it's going to ask me what screen I would like to record, and you can see me popping up on the bottom right there. And I want to do my entire screen because I want that video to be included in this. And as soon as I click share, it's going to get started. Hi boys and girls, my name is Stephen Morgan and I'm from Carlsbad, New Mexico, and today we're going to compare two things together. We're going to see how many more of an item there is than another, okay? So I actually just used two vocabulary words right there, and these two vocabulary words are right here on this screen. We have the word more highlighted in yellow, and we have the word compare highlighted in yellow. So before we go forward, we're going to talk about what those words mean. And you probably know what the word more means. More, like if you're at a pizza party and you want more, you want to add to what you already have. And that's what the question that we're going to be answering today is how many more of something there are than another of something else. Okay, and then the word compare, and it says that we're going to use cubes to compare these things. And when we compare two things, we're looking at the things that they are alike in and things that they are not alike in, or things that they're similar or not similar to. Okay, so let's get started on the top left. It says there are 5 blue hats and there are 2 orange hats. And if we count the number of hats in this picture with these crazy cats, we can count 1, 2 orange hats and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue hats. And so the question asks us, how many more blue hats than orange hats are there? Okay, how many more blue hats than orange hats are there? And so what it says is here in the middle column that we can use cubes to compare. Well, I like comparing because I can take a look at this picture and see that the top number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes, which matches the number of hats that there are, blue hats over here, and that there are 2 orange cubes, and those 2 orange cubes match the 2 orange hats in the picture. And so we're going to compare them. We're going to look at the ways that they're similar, that they're alike, and not similar. Okay, so 1 and 1 right here. 1 and 1 right here. These are similar. There's 1 of each. Here's another one, 1 and 1, or 2 and 2. These are similar. So they're similar in that they both have two cubes, but they're not similar in this way, that there is 1, 2, 3 more blue cubes than there are orange cubes. That's how they're not similar. So we already kind of know the answer. There are 3 more blue cubes than there are orange cubes. Well, mathematically, we can solve this in a slightly different way. Okay, it says one way is to find the difference. And the difference says that we need to write a subtraction equation. Okay, so we're going to do 5, which was the blue number, minus 2, which was the orange number, equals 3. So there are 3 more blue hats than orange hats. All right. In the next video, I'm going to do the convince me section. It's like I have to prove it, and the guided practice. So we're going to do a couple things together. So go ahead and click down on the next video. All right, as soon as I click save, it's done. It's going to start saving. That's going to take a minute, but I don't actually even have to wait for that. I can go ahead and click on my next screen capture and go ahead and get started. I'm going to select the same screen, and I'm going to get started with that convince me. Welcome back. We are trying to prove something with this next one. It says convince me. Can you also add to solve the problem above? Now, in the problem above, we did 5 minus 2, so we subtracted, and our answer was 3. And this one, it's saying, well, can you add instead? Okay, so if I just think about this out loud here, if I just think, well, can I add? Well, am I just going to do 5 plus 2 equals, well, 5 plus 2, let's see, 5, 6, 7. So that is 7. Well, 7 doesn't really answer me anything. There's nothing that I'm interested in this question that has the number 7. So I'm not just going to change my subtraction problem to an addition problem. That's not what I'm doing. All right, on this problem, what I'm doing instead, I'm changing it to an addition problem, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to still compare these two. I'm going to say this time, I'm going to say, and there's not a great orange, so I'm doing the best I can on the orange here. I'm going to say, well, I have two orange hats. How many more hats would I have to add to equal the same number of blue hats, which was 5? So I'm going to say, well, if I start off with 2, how many more, there's that word again, more would I have to add to get to that 5 blue? Well, we would do it the same way. 2 plus what is 5? Well, 2 plus, let's see, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be 3. So we would have to add 3 more hats in order to equal that 5. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit so we can see the rest of this. It says use cubes to help. We don't have cubes on the computer. That would be kind of silly, right? But we do have the ability to draw. Okay, so it says we're going to draw 6 yellow frogs. Let's get a nice yellow color, and I'm gonna just draw circles because I'm not a very good drawer. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 6 yellow frogs, and I have 3 green frogs. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. You know what? I need to line those up better. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. All right. So it says, how many more yellow frogs are there than green frogs? Well, just like we did before, we can see the things that are similar. We can see that there's one frog each, and there's another frog each, and there's another frog each, but yet we have these frogs right here that there are more of. Well, how many more? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 more yellow frogs than we do green frogs. So the question says, how many more yellow frogs are there than green frogs? 6 minus 3 equals 3. There are 3 more yellow frogs. All right, so that's that video. We've done the guided practice, and in the next video, I'm going to show you, we're going to talk about how you are going to solve the rest of this, the rest of the questions on this assignment. And you're going to do great. So go ahead and click down in that next video. Okay, so that's the second one finished, and now this one's going to be quick. It's just going to clarify any questions. Go ahead and do a read aloud as well, or actually I'm going to show them how to do a read aloud, so in case they need it along the way. So I'm going to click again on comment. I'm going to click again on the screen capture. I'm going to put it right over here. And select my screen, and here we go. So I'm stepping out of the video. I'm doing a narration afterwards, and I had a little mishap while I was videoing this, and so I want to explain it because I probably didn't do a very good job whenever it was happening. I was recording myself going into the last little bit of the independent practice, and I got to a certain point where I wanted to explain to the kids that they could use the text-to-speech feature to read to them. And it turns out that my speakers were set to my microphone and it wasn't playing it correctly. So it took me a couple seconds to figure it out. I didn't want to just delete this section of the video because I wanted to see that, I wanted to show you that along the way you're going to make mistakes and it's really okay. You can fix them. And so you can see probably the very confused look on my face about right now and me trying to figure out what's wrong. But I do come away with it fixed. And all I have to do to fix that is just delete the video that I was recording, click done, click delete, and re-record it. And it's okay. You can do that 20 times if you need to. I luckily only had to do it one time, but you can see me trying to figure out what I had done wrong originally. But once I get it working, I'm able to put the next video in there and get going again. So I'm going to go ahead and step out of the narration and let myself do the talking once again. So I made a little oopsie on there. I had my sound in a different spot. So you got to make sure that you got your sound in the right spot. And so because I messed that up, that's okay. I'm just gonna click the X, click it away, and I'm going to record that one more time. So I'm going to go into my comments, click screen capture, I'm going to click record one more time. Let's see. Hey everybody, last little bit of the problem for today, and it is your time to shine on this. You're going to do the independent practice, and it's going to have you doing the work by yourself, and it says that you can use cubes or you can draw a picture. You can write an equation and then solve the problem. And so remember, if you want to draw a picture just like I did, you're going to use the drawing tool on the left hand side over here. You can change the colors so that they all match, but don't spend too much time messing with the colors because you need to get to work, right? And when you're done, when you're done with the drawing tool, you can also, in addition to that, if you are having a hard time reading something or you need it read to you, then you can click over here, which is the text to speech, and whenever you highlight something, it'll read it to you.
Use cubes or draw a picture. Write an equation, then solve.
So you're going to go through this assignment. You're going to have it read to you if you need it read aloud, but you're going to answer the questions as they come to you, okay? You're going to use your answer these on this page, and then you're going to answer those on that second page. Whenever you're done with this, you're going to go up to the top right of your page and you're going to click turn in. all right, and show me and your teacher all the amazing things that you know that you learned from this lesson on figuring out how much more of something that there is. So good luck, and you're going to do a great job. All right, so we had a little mishap there with the video. It took a couple minutes away from me, but I was pretty close to that 10 minutes, all right? And so once I'm ready with this, I can go ahead and send this out to my students. I'm going to make sure that that gets saved all the way. And once it does, I am going to go ahead and send this out. I'm going to create the assignment. I'm actually going to send it out to my class right now. I want it to go to the cave. I want it to go to all of the students in the cave, and I'm gonna, let's see, title this lesson 1-5, and I should probably put some instructions on there, but for you guys I'm not going to. I'm going to schedule this just because I like scheduling things. I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow at 8 a.m. I don't have any topics set up in that class, but I am going to send the Kami instructions to all the students, and I'm going to assign that. All right, so we're going to do this tomorrow, but this video is going to be ready for you as well to see exactly how you made it. And let's see, we are at 16 minutes this video was. So I went maybe a few minutes over on what I wanted to do, but in 16 minutes I was able to start, create with a mishap, and turn into my submit to my students an assignment for them to create. Okay, and so without too much effort, you can add some really awesome things to your lesson as well, and we want to really see the amazing things that you're able to put together. So good luck out there, and let's do some amazing things in our district. Have a good one.